forget Lydia Grant from the iconic 80s TV series fame, played by the incomparable Debbie Allen.
Guess what? We are delighted to have the multi-talented and lovely Miss Allen on the couch today to talk about a cause that's near and dear to her heart and so many other projects. But as you're watching that video, what goes through your mind?
I'm just remembering the great days and all those wonderful times and all those tough rehearsals and how I was their mother, their father, their psychiatrist, their choreographer, and what a family we had and how we changed the world.
How did you change the world?
We just created performing arts schools around the world. We traveled the world. We went to London. We played Royal Albert Hall, and Princess Diana came to see us.
Wow.
We went to Spain. We were in Israel. Oh my God, Israel was amazing. And we created performing arts schools around the world. Everybody wanted to know, where's your school, Miss Grant? So I did finally open the Debbie Allen Dance Academy in Los Angeles.
You had to.
did.
All right, talk a little about the hit show, Grey's Anatomy, you're actually in as well. We're going to take a look at a clip. It's you after talking to your son when he elopes. Let's take a listen.
This is totally inappropriate.
What's inappropriate is the engagement was 15 minutes at a rest stop on the turnpike. Fortunately, post-nuptial agreements were created for moments like this.
And this meeting is over.
Kids.
Yeah.
Kids. What are you going to do with them?
You know, what are you going to do?
We're going to see more fireworks on the show?
Oh, yeah, you got to watch all the way to the end. Grey's Anatomy, it just really heats up. It's heating up, hey, it's tomorrow night.
Well, how much fun is that show to do?
It is
I mean,
so
it's a
much
totally
fun.
different kind of show.
It's a great show. I started out directing. I've been directing Grey's Anatomy for 4 years, and then they said, you know, you're so great. We need to put you on the show. And then they made me the urologist that did the first penis transplant, and Jesse was my son. And now I have a love affair with Dr. Weber, and we're having a good time.
So wait a minute, you're getting
Juicy.
2 checks from these people. You might as well own the show.
And she's getting more checks because another Shonda Rhimes hit Scandal. You actually directed one of those episodes?
I did, the next to the last, the finale episode. I love working with Shonda Rhimes. She's got the right logo. It's a roller coaster. You don't want to get off. It's the greatest ride.
You know, I watched that with my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Do you
She's
really?
like hooked on that show, and it's like,
so good.
Wait, 5 minutes
yeah.
later, you don't know who's going to die, who did it? Is it a terrorist? What's up, the president? What's going to go on next season?
I love that scene. Joe Morton played my brother in Raisin, the musical. He was Walter Lee, which is now Denzel Washington has reclaimed that role, and I was Beneatha.
Yeah.
So it's a full circle.
Well, you know, that you talk about full circle. You start on the stage, you go to the screen, and then you're back now behind the scene. I don't think enough people know how much you do direct. What do you like about directing?
Well, you know, I like the challenge and the way I can create the vision. I take a script and deal with these wonderful actors, and then I have to get it on film. I love the challenge. I mean, you're in charge of about 50 or 60 people, and I think it's a job I'm well suited for. Coming out of Fame, doing all the choreography on Fame led me to directing, and the crew loved me over there. I was their favorite director because I was snappy, I knew what I wanted, and I smelled better than all the other guys.
Well, I'm sure the Hassan just smelled himself over there. That's great.
Wonderful. Sorry.
Yeah. But also, I imagine all the actors you work with appreciate it because you know both sides.
That is something that we miss a lot in the world of film, especially in television. There are a lot of directors that have come into the world from a technical aspect, but don't really know how to talk to people.
Yeah.
And I think it gives me an advantage that I am an actor. I speak the actor's language. I was trained by Uta Hagen here at the H&B Studios. I mean, I've had some really solid, you know, I have solid chops, if you will. So.
Now you do. Now you're also here to talk to us about a cause that's really close to your heart.
Very close.
To help fight diabetes too, which your father suffered from.
Yeah, my dad at 63 left us way too early. He had type 2 diabetes, and I never could get him to exercise. He was a dentist, he was a doctor, he understood the medical aspect, but I couldn't get him to exercise. So when I was approached about this, I was really excited to join the T2dancecrew.com, this movement to try to motivate people to start dancing. Dance is one of the greatest ways to exercise, lose weight, but that's just a little part of the comprehensive program you need to manage diabetes. So this program is really inspired because we have 26 million Americans that are affected with type 2 diabetes. And if we can get people to dance, if we can get them to look at their nutrition, look at their weight, make sure they're talking to their healthcare provider, I think we can really put a dent in this epidemic.
You know, my mom has it, and it is
Does she?
it's like a daily struggle, and it's a battle, and it's scary. What can happen if it's not managed? And the notion of moving, not only does it bring them joy, but it can actually do wonders for their numbers. You got to keep the number down.
You got to keep the numbers down. And moving is so great. Everybody loves dance. Look at all the dance shows. And you don't have to do
Speaking
it
of.
in front of people. You know, we have this wonderful relationship with So You Think You Can Dance.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tell us about that. What's going on Fox?
So what we have is Fiction, who won last year, and Janet, who was a contestant. They have created a hip-hop dance that either of you could learn.
We can learn, so it's
You
for
can
beginners
learn.
too, okay.
And a salsa dance. These are just little steps, and you can go online on our website, T2.dancecrew.
Got it.
T2. And you can do it at home, in the kitchen, in the closet, but just get started.
Get moving.
Yeah.
And reach out to the people you know and love that have this disease, and they can manage it.
And
you know, I almost didn't get in that last little bit, but she was directing the segment.
See, she
because
directed
she's a
it
director.
perfectly.
She's amazing.
She got everything in.
It's the lovely Debbie Allen. Thanks for coming by, and thanks for what you're doing with type 2 diabetes.
I really am happy to be
All the
aboard.
best.
Yeah.
What a treat.
Yeah.
Now I can say I met Debbie Allen.
Yeah.